Jeff Brinton, joined along with Stephen Hadley.
It's good to be here, Jeff. It's been a couple weeks.
This will be the last regular season game for the Badgers. They're about to take on the College of Southern Idaho. The Badgers coming into this game right now, they're sitting at 6-8. They lost to North Idaho on Thursday, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they've had a rough last little bit. Not doing too well in conference play. And Southern Idaho is 12-2. But Southern Idaho is also coming off a loss against Salt Lake on Thursday. So that's the second loss in all of this whole season that CSI's picked up.
Wow, so it really sets up for a good game tonight. Back off a bad loss, and it's also senior night for them, so they're going to want to play hard. And then, like you said,
sophomore night.
Oh yeah, sophomore night.
No seniors here at Snow College.
Then you got Southern Idaho, who's looking to bounce back from the loss this Lick. So it should be a good game. We're excited.
Perfect. So we're going to go over some starting lineups for you. We're going to start with the visiting team of the Golden Eagles from Southern Idaho. The first one's number 1, Abdullah Harana, number 6'5" guard freshman from Naimi, Niger. Also number 2, he's 6'2" guard freshman from Las Vegas, Nevada. Also number 5, Ray Kasango, 6'10" forward, Toronto. So 2 people from Canada playing tonight. Also right. Number 25, Frederick Evans, 6'3" guard sophomore out of Lansing, Michigan. Also number 42, Austin Wenger. He's from 6'3", freshman from Idaho. Badgers lose the tip. And just kind of working the ball around. Now with control, Shaq Carr. So for the Badgers, starting is Aziz Leaks, Walter Wright, Gentry Thomas, Junior Telly, and Lorenz Stout. Big rebound there. No, it goes off of CSI, and so the Badgers will take possession. And to start the game with a defensive stop.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Snow does tonight. Offensive flow. Looking back on their stats in the last game, they really struggled from the field, shooting only at 32% from the field and ice cold 26% from 3. So hopefully you get an offensive flow and get things going around to finish their season good.
Gentry Thomas for 3. No good. Big rebound. Tipped. No, it doesn't go in. Gentry Thomas flew in and stole it away, but then it gets stolen away and goes off the CSI Golden Eagles. So the Badgers will remain with possession with a new shot clock. So something interesting is last game, Gentry Thomas played big for the Badgers, ended up scoring 22 points, but the concerning thing was that he only scored 2 in the second half. Huge shot. Lorenz Stalcup, first 2 points of the game, and breaks this 0-0 tie with 9-12, 19 minutes second first half. So what are for the Badgers tonight?
Well, like I was saying earlier, really good offensive flow. Got to work inside. Get themselves easy shots. Knocked down. So looking at their last game, they only had 11 assists as a team on the entire night, and that's way too low. They really just got to share the ball and get things going and get active as a team.
Well, Coach Jared Pay is just screaming his little heart off right now. And so we'll see how that goes for the Badgers. Almost turns the ball over.
Loose ball foul on Junior Talley. Good hustle there.
Something interesting is the other game, Walter Wright didn't get as involved as he usually is. Only had 12 points, so probably like to see Walter Wright get involved.
Yeah, and he's someone who can put up points really easily, so I wonder if coaches will try and just give him some isolation early to get him going offensively so they can depend on him going down the stretch.
So now in control of the ball is Shaq Carr.
Pump fakes, hard inside, great take, great strong finish by Shaq Carr.
Turnover there by the Badgers. That's a costly turnover, and that'll be a kick on Gentry Thomas. No, on the other team.
Austin Winter with the kick. It'll be snowball.
So now inbounding is Walter Wright. He gives it into Gentry Thomas, and it looks like the Golden Eagles will be pressing. Turnover there on the Badgers, so this is not looking good as the last 3 possessions have been turnovers.
Yeah, they've got them really flustered with this press. It'll be interesting to see if coach just has to call a timeout or if he's got a press breaker that can get his team calmed down.
Big 3 rims out.
Stalk up with the board.
So Walter Wright brings across the timeline and now trying to make some space, and he does. Don't know how he got that to fall, but it didn't. Tip out by Aziz Leaks, and Walter Wright's able to corral it just in front of us, and now looks back to Coach Nelson to hopefully set up an offense. We didn't see much offense against Northern Idaho, Steven. It was a rough game for the Badgers. Turnover Badgers there.
It's another turnover. I think, like you said, Jeff, they're sitting at 4 turnovers already. We're only 3 minutes in this game. That's another actually point for this game. They had 17 turnovers last game, which is way too high. They've really got to take care of the ball. You know, unfortunately, they haven't done it so far. Hopefully, they can get things under control and calm down and take control on the offensive end.
So now in control of the ball is number 2, Shaq Carr, around the point guard. He gets a pick from number 5, Ray Kasango. In the corner, beautiful shot, no good. Everyone fighting for the rebound, and ends up in the hands. Looks like that'd be a travel because he rolled over.
Timeout, Southern Idaho. You know, something to look at here, Jeff. I'm already noticing there's a lot of heat going on between Stalcup and Ray Kasango. They're really going at it underneath there. There's some really physical play. If they're not careful, someone's going to get an intentional foul.
2-2 your score. We're going to take our first timeout here on School TV.
I come from a big family. I'm the oldest of 6. To me, being the first person to go to college, it's like setting a standard, you know? My little brother is 8 years old now. I challenge his curiosity. I challenge him to dream. I have to paint a picture for him that he can look up to and live up to and possibly be better than.
So as the teams take the court.
My name is Jaquez, and I am your David.
Jared Pay loves to scream from his bench. Inbound there for the Golden Eagles. And now in the corner, number 42, he curls a Austin Winger all the way around. And now that's Shaq Carr. Reverse layup, no good. Big rebound, Lorenz Stalcup, and now Walter Wright's going to run the offense. Everyone's back on defense. Walter Wright, pull up, jumper, splash.
Next.
Finger was on the foot was on the line, so 2 points will be awarded. And looks like the Badgers now lead 4-2 with 16:52 left.
Like you said, that's really good to see Walter Wright getting things going early on after coming off of a cold night against Northern Idaho.
Edmond gives it back.
Jensen Thomas called him the reach. Got a little bit too aggressive there with his defense, but you know, that's something you can handle early on. He's just got to be careful now not to get another one.
So now the inbound to Shaq Carr. Across court to Winger. Winger almost turns the ball over. He's right there, and he saw it go out, and the ref didn't see it. I've got the table right in front of me. I couldn't see it.
Looked like pretty dang close. Shaq Carr with the nice dish inside. And Ray Kasango with the tough finish inside.
So Aziz Leaks, close turnover there by Walter Wright. And kind of interesting, Austin Winger is one of the bigger players on the court at 6'3".
Wow. I'm not sure if Aziz wants to try and dunk that, but Ray Kasango just sent it into the bleachers. So he better be careful going in there like that. Kasango's making his presence known.
So Keonta Veron now in and out, coming number 5, Ray Kasango.
Inbounds to Jensen Thomas, swings it to Stalcup, who pivots and kicks it back out.
Talley's going to pull the trigger. No good, hard off the back of the rim. Not a good looking shot for him, and now the Golden Eagles are going to run things down the court. Great move all the way to the hoop. Gets fouled. It's going to fall and one.
Acrobatic finish there by number 25, Frederick Emmond. What a tough finish, Jeff.
Yeah, that was a good looking shot as he got the body from Aziz Leaks, who picked up his first personal foul and just fading away. He got it to drop, got a little lucky roll.
Yeah.
So now heading to the free throw line, Frederick Edmond. He's out of Lansing, Michigan. First free throw up and no good.
Hard off the front of the iron, and Walter Wright dribbling down for Snow. You know, Southern Idaho's really trying to pressure Snow, trying to bluster them. They're doing a lot of trapping. even when they're not pressing, they're looking to trap in the corner.
So Walter Wright trying to make space. He gets double teamed and almost, yeah, he does turn the ball over. And he just calls a timeout as he falls to the ground. Looks like the Southern Idaho's kind of in a zone, and that help side dropped down to get his hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah, you know, not running into 1-3 they've got going here, but they're definitely trying to trap in all the corners. They were playing very aggressive defense.
So your score, CSI 6, Snow College 4, 15:25 left in the first half.
If you store your guns properly,
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories.
And I won't have to tell my kids. This isn't a drill.
Please.
please.
Do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always, lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
So as the teams take the court once again, Walter Wright inbounds, and it's going all the way. Good thing this is college basketball, and Taylor corrals it and gives it back to Wright. Area code deep, no good. And now the Badgers not looking like they're having a whole lot of offense after their first 4 points.
Yeah, you know, I don't know what Coach Gold drew up during or Coach Nelson drew up during the timeout, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a 30-footer.
Yeah, kind of a dumb shot right out of the timeout. So now CSI working it. Good move to the rack. Off the glass, hard off the back of the rim, no good.
Wow. Came in with a tough board. Southern Idaho's really, really fighting, and Snow's going to have to get some bodies on some people if they're going to win on the glass tonight.
That's what's been killing them right here, just not boxing out, not getting rebounds. And considering the score, I think CSI is outplaying Snow by a lot right now.
Yeah, you know, Snow's been really fortunate not to give up more buckets because Southern Idaho's been really aggressive on both sides of the ball, and they've just missed some easy putback.
So Tyson Smith now just checks into the game, and also number 30, Pape Diate. And out comes winger and also number 1, Aura. I don't know how to say his name. So now CSI with a full shot clock, 14 minutes, 48 seconds left in the half. No offense going right now, kind of set something up. Good steal there by Gentry Thomas, and Gentry Thomas is going to have a contested layup. Looks like he got fouled. No call. And in the help side from behind, huge block, number 24, it looked like. Keonta Varon.
You know, that's just great transition defense by Southern Idaho. I've never seen 4 defenders run back so fast. Gentry Thomas is just outnumbered.
They played good defense there. Everyone was around him.
Looks like there was confusion on the inbounds pass. Snow doesn't seem to really have a grip on what they're going to do tonight against this zone.
As he's leaks in the high elbow, that one falls. 6-6 is your score, 14-17 left in the first half.
Good patience there on by Snow on that possession. They're able to work it inside, and it really is, it's a extended 3-2 zone that Southern Idaho running, so if they'll just be patient working inside, they're going to be able to get shots like that.
So going hard to the bucket, good defense as Tally's trying to go there to get it from going out of bounds, but looks like there's going to be a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well here on Snow TV.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to E from Utah. I'm Jeff Rinton, joined along with Stephen Hadley. The Badgers and the Golden Eagles are tied at 6, 13 minutes, 58 seconds left in the first half.
During that timeout, Marcus Bryce checked in for Snow, and Aziz Leaks went to the bench. It'll be interesting to see if Bryce is going to be able to handle the bigger, stronger inside presences of Southern Idaho. They really are working it down inside. Good jump shot there. Marcus Bryce with the finish.
You know, this is the first time in a long time that I've seen the Badgers come out and run like a real set offense. It's just not there on the other end, so the Badgers give up 2 more, so it's 8-8. But the Badgers finally setting up like an offense, going to the high post inside that zone.
And you know that's what they're going to have to do to work around this zone. Southern Idaho, wow, that's not a foul. Ooh. Good board by Stalcup, who gets fouled. Oh, he's called for the travel. You know, there's a lot of contact underneath the basket. I'm surprised nothing was called on either Marcus Bryce's attempts or Stalcup's attempts underneath the basket.
You know, last time the Golden Eagles were here, things got pretty heated towards the end of the game, and all I got to say is right now they've only called 1 foul on CSI and 4 on Snow. And if they don't control things now, I think things might get out of hand.
Yeah, they definitely have the potential. If you watch the inside pushing by Southern Idaho to try and get position, it's pretty bad at this point.
So the cross-court pass, 3-pointer, splash. Number 23, Tyson Smith.
Yeah, that was great inside-out work. Tyson Smith able to knock down the 3.
Good press break there by the Badgers.
Good patience. They'll give the ball back to Walter Wright, set up the offense.
Right now it just looks like I feel like there's a few different plays that the Badgers can run that do well for them, and then some that just don't even look that great.
Yeah, really all they're trying to do right now is set a cross screen with the big to bring the other big to the elbow, but they weren't patient enough around the wing, and that never really happened on that possession.
So big rebound there. Well, John Johnson was right place, right time, but even better was Tyson Smith as the ball falls in his hands. Tyson Smith over cross court to Frederick Edmond. Edmond pass, gets both Badgers.
Wow, Marcus Bryce with the hard foul as he gets his legs taken out as he goes for the block. Gets up quick, but you can tell he's a little shaken. It's a big man coming down hard.
Yeah, and it looked like he hit his neck almost right on top of it. That could have been real dangerous.
Yeah, they'll need to check him out.
So as of right now, the fouls are going in direction of CSI 5-1.
And I can't tell if they're going to walk Marcus Bryce back to the locker room, if they're just going to check him out. That's, you know, it's good to see him get up so quickly, but that definitely was a hard fall.
So Aziz Leaks was going to head in, but now it's Romain Louisier will enter the game. And inbounding is Tyson Smith. Alley-oop! And the lay-in.
What a great inbounds play from Southern Idaho. Frederick Edmond was able to get a very, very finish at the rim.
So the Badgers look like the press isn't affecting them too much. Walter Wright goes all the way and kicks it out to a John Johnson. Foul on the play. Would have been nice to have those 3 points, but first the foul on Frederick Edmond, and now coming in is number 30, Pape Diate and Gentry Thomas. Kind of interesting, CSI has been moving their lineup a lot quicker due to the press and a lot of running by them. It's kind of interesting to watch how deep the bench of CSI is.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. You know, it's been really impressive. They've been able to switch out a lot of guys and continue to press. And it probably has a lot to do with endurance. It's been a very, very intense press that they're putting on Snow. And Snow's also got an interesting lineup here. They're going a smaller lineup with their 3 guards. And as Stalcup was unable to connect there from the elbow jumper.
It was a very good looking shot, but just unable to get it to fall. And now the Golden Eagles go the other way, and that's hard off the glass. Number 33, Dakota Chambers. And now Coach Nelson wants to talk it over as his Badgers are starting to dig themselves into a hole. With 11 minutes and 27 seconds, or 20 seconds left, CSI leads at 15-8.
to Maddie. Congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow. I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money going to come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
So the Badgers now inbounding. It goes out of bounds off CSI. And something really interesting is that, Stephen, I wanted to mention this. The last time the Badgers won was at Colorado, and that was a few weeks ago. And they have lost 6 of the last 7 games that they've played in. So right now the Badgers season has slowly been dwindling. Looks like their alley-oop for Gentry Thomas, no good. There's going to be a foul on the play. Number 30, Papa Diate. And as I was mentioning, Stephen, going into a conference tournament and haven't won in a long time, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. A thing that you see a lot of times in college basketball is there's teams that can start their season really slow, but if they hit a hot streak right before the tournament, it can really help them out. And, hopefully Snow can get some momentum going into the tournament by getting a win today.
That would be ideal.
Yes, it would. That was an interesting pass right there from Walter Wright. He just threw it too high, but he had a lot of faith there in Gentry Thomas going up for the alley-oop.
So Gentry Thomas misses both free throws, and those were the first free throws for the Badgers tonight. Good defense by the Badgers trying to get back, and travel will be called on Corona. So the inbound to LeJon Johnson, and now figuring it out, LeJon Johnson and Walter Wright. Close turnover there by the Badgers, but it went off number 23, Tyson Smith.
Yeah, the press continues to give Snow problems. They just seem really flustered, and once they do cross half court, they're unable to transition quickly into an offense.
Inbound to Walter Wright, and now Walter Wright closely guarded by Tyson Smith. In the corner, Romain Louisier. Air ball. The glass saved him from getting the chant from the crowd of air ball, and now come running the Golden Eagles. Tyson Smith looking in the high post, and then a kick out. And the Golden Eagles are really starting to work the ball really well against the Badgers. Down low, huge, and that's a travel if it's not a foul. So they'll call the travel on number 5, Ray Casongo. So now Walter Wright up to Gentry Thomas. Thomas getting trapped in the corner. Walter Wright working all the way around, had some open people, but he pulls up the jump shot. 2 points, Walter Wright.
Beautiful shot there by Walter Wright. Looking at Southern Idaho's
jump ball's called in possession of the Badgers, so the Badgers will now get another chance to break into this 5-point lead with 10 minutes left in the game, or in the half, sorry.
It looks like Southern Idaho's press is really a great idea, because if you look at the guards of both teams, Snow's guards definitely have an advantage, but because of all the trapping, Walter Wright's really unable to get any sort of isolation or one-on-one situation where he can go to the hole and create a shot for himself.
Right, and like Walter Wright. I feel like that's kind of been the Badgers. Like in the first part of the season, they could go to Walter Wright, and Walter Wright could make people make mistakes, but now that the teams have played each other so many times, there's ways to figure out how to beat a team. And LeJon Johnson was fouled there, so.
Yep, that's a foul on number 15, who is not on our roster, so I'm not sure what his name is. But, that's another risk you'd run with the press is you run the risk of getting a lot of fouls like that. but luckily for them, they've only got 4 with 10 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, John Johnson wanted to pull the trigger there, but he didn't. And they give it to Walter Wright with 9:50 on the game clock. Walter Wright finally gets a screen from Aziz Leaks, kicks it out. Lucier going hard, cross court. LeJohn Johnson, he wanted to take the shot, but he didn't. 17 on the shot clock. Back to LeJohn Johnson. He'll get that open 3. That one's short. So now a big rebound by number 2, Shaq Carr, and he leads the pack. Missed layup there. Aziz Leaks, huge rebound. He gives it up to Walter Wright, and the crowd's excited. And so is Walter Wright. He's going all the way to bucket. Gives it up to LeJohn Johnson, and he gives it to Aziz Leaks. Long jumper. That one goes down.
It's a big shot for Aziz. He hasn't really had too much success from the mid-range part of the field, so that's good to get him going.
His feet were right there, just barely in front of the three-point line, so that was a pretty deep shot for him. Shaq Carr and the Golden Eagles trying to continue to keep the lead. 3 ball, no good. Rebound LeJohn Johnson. Now Gentry Thomas is going to run for the Badgers.
You know, like you said, Jeff, Aziz Leaks has only taken 1 3 on the entire season, so that was really kind of out of his range, but I'm sure the Badgers would love that.
Thomas for 3, no good.
Love to get him going any way they can.
Kasongo with a big rebound, and now the Golden Eagles come the other way. I don't understand that 3-point shot that early in the shot clock. Maybe you can help me figure out why you take that shot and not try to find something else open.
You know, that's not what you're supposed to do, but because Southern Idaho's pressing, it causes Snow to get really flustered, and they take open shots as part of the strategy of running the press. And it's working right now. But the thing is, CSI has been unable to connect on any of their close shots near the rim, and they haven't been able to pull away, even with Snow struggling on the offensive end.
So that's a charge on number 1, Corona, and that's his first personal. Sorry, on number 2, Shaq Carr, and that's his first personal. So the Badgers will get the ball back, and Walter Wright headed to the bench, and now Chris O'Neill's in for him. Good job there by LeJohn Johnson to be aware of where the press is. Chris O'Neill wanted to take it. He didn't. Has to pull it out. Gives it up to Romain Louisier.
Looks like the Badgers will kick it back out and see if they can get in the offense going. Chris O'Neill drives, nowhere to throw the ball, and turns it over. And Southern Idaho continues.
Oh, wow. Yeah. LeJohn Johnson's not happy that he got an elbow right to his face.
You know, and honestly, Vernon has been on guys all night. You know, he was battling earlier with Stalicup down low, and he's really just been asking for a flagrant foul. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets it right here. No, they'll just give him the offensive foul. But yeah, he's a very physical player, and he's very aggressive, and things get out of control here if the refs don't take control and start calling lots of close calls.
If that's any other player, if that's Aziz Leaks, I doubt that's like so big of a deal, but LeJohn Johnson's so much smaller, it looks so much worse than it maybe actually was.
He really sent him flying, didn't he?
Gentry Thomas was no good.
Didn't even connect with the rim on that one. Southern Idaho continues to run.
I'm not understanding the Badgers, why they're pulling up a bunch of 3-point shots. It's not what you need at the moment. And 7:50 left on the game clock. The Badgers trail by 3, 15-12. And a lot of pushing
Almost
going.
Another offensive foul there. Called on Armand Davies.
Good block there by Aziz Leaks, and another one by Gentry Thomas.
With the block.
And so now LeJohn Johnson gives it up.
Great.
Lucier, 2 points. And everyone's excited, and now the Golden Eagles are going to tell a timeout because they can't handle the crowd. There's not that many people here.
Head coach Jerry Pay is fired up. If he doesn't keep his cool, he's going to get a technical here. You know, that's great defense by the Badgers, protecting the rim. Gentry Thomas able to come up with a great block and a transition bucket for the Badgers, and they pull within 1 with 7 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the first half.
I just want to say something before we go to break is how interesting at the girls' game I had to have the mic pegged at full, and we couldn't even get loud enough, and now this crowd here and us, we're like at half, and it's getting loud in here.
Yeah, it's going to be an intense game, folks. We got a lot of physicality going, a lot of fast-paced basketball in the press. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We'll take a break. We'll be back.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
We finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at beatthepig.org.
7:23 left in the first half. 15-14 your score. The Golden Eagles are in control, and the Badgers have gone on a run and started to come alive. Good defense there, all the way to the rack. Beautiful layup off the glass, 2 points. Number 25, Frederick Edmond. Edmond now has 4 points on the night. Chris O'Neill trying to dribble out of the press, and he does.
And O'Neill did a great job of just being patient there and making sure they broke the press without trying to force any difficult passes.
What I like to see right now is Walter Wright is on the bench, but the Badgers are still making a run.
Yeah, you know, that's good. Gentry Thomas got away with the travel right there. Really no one tipped that. But they'll look forcing inside as these leaks. Goes up, and it looked like a foul to me on Dakota Chambers, but they'll get the jump ball, and the ball will go to Southern Idaho.
I've noticed tonight the refs aren't calling a lot of the body fouls. I see a lot of body going down there, which usually doesn't happen in this league, I've noticed.
Yeah, no, Jeff, I totally agree with you. It looks like the refs have been totally oblivious to any contact with the lower body, because there's been a lot of really tough attempts by both teams underneath the basket. People continue to roll on the ground as Dakota Chambers and then LeJon Johnson both fall hard. You know, something I want you to watch here, Jeff, is in this offense that Southern Idaho's got going, they've got, right now they've got Dakota Chambers setting a screen in the middle of the 2-3 zone, and he's getting away with a lot of illegal screens there, and it's causing a lot of problems for the Badgers. They're unable to stop the penetration.
So something interesting is that as the game had started, it was 1-5 on the fouls, or something like that, 2-5, and how the tables have turned, and now there's 7 fouls against CSI and 5 against the Badgers. And so LeJon Johnson will be heading to the free throw line, and LeJon Johnson on the season shooting on average about, if I'm not mistaken, he's a 43% shooter.
It looks like LeJon Johnson is a 67% free throw shooter on the season, which is not too bad. He was unable to connect with the first. You know, Jeff, and you're right with the fouls, and that's just something, you know, as a coach, if you're going to try and press, you're going to put yourself at risk of getting into foul trouble early.
Right. And so Luis Sierra almost had an offensive rebound and maybe a chance for the Badgers to cut into the lead, but turned the ball over right there. And now on the floor for the Badgers, you've got Dylan Carter, Walter Wright, Gentry Thomas. Ooh, beautiful shot, 2 points. Number 22, Armand Davis.
That was just a beautiful shot.
Dylan Carter just got beat off the dribble. Absolutely no defense on his part.
Oh, I'm not sure. You know, Gentry Thomas had a good idea there, but that pass was too slow and too late. And the press continues to pay off for Southern Idaho. Armand Davis kicks it back out to Shaq Carr at the top. He'll yo-yo go back to the corner.
Pull-up jumper again. That one falls. He's starting to feel it. That's Armand Davis.
Armand
He's
Davis is
feeling
starting to feel it. You're right. Gentry Thomas with the drive, floater, and connects.
2 points for Gentry Thomas. Gentry Thomas, that's his first 2 points of the night. And this game is very fun to watch. 16-21 with 5:15 left in the first half. Huge three, splash.
Armand Davis is on fire right now.
He's got the last 4, 5, 6 points. Had 2 jump shots in that deep three. Gentry Thomas going on glass, good, 2 points for the Badgers. 18-24, 4:53 left in the half.
It'll be interesting to see if Snow tries to go man on man to try and shut Davis down, or if they're going to continue to let him shoot in the zone.
He pulls up another 3-pointer. That one's hard off the rim. Luis Sierra gets it and almost steps out of bounds, but he's able to give it up to Dylan Carter.
Throws it in. Dylan Carter up top, kicks it back to Walter Wright.
Walter Wright, great spin move, kick. Luis Sierra wanted to take it, but looked like he stepped out of bounds. And so turnover on the Badgers. And now a few substitutions for the Golden Eagles. Number 23, Tyson Smith, and number 1, Corona is back into the game. So ever since Marcus Bryce took the hard fall, he has not returned to the game. I wonder if he's down there on the bench, can't see him, or if he's doing okay.
He's sitting there on the bench. I don't know. It looks like he's still ready to play. You know, I hope he gets back in the game. That really was a hard foul. A hard fall. We all hope he's okay. He's a great guy.
So possession in favor of the Badgers on the jump ball. So it looks like the Badgers will win on possession there. That's a hard job there for Junior Taylor to be blocking out number 24, Keanu Barron. He's a huge guy. Not only is he tall, but he's very thick.
Yeah, Keanu Barron is just a really, really strong guy, and you can tell he's... I'm not really sure if...
I think that's not a smart play by Dylan Carter on that. Why? Because Dylan Carter was going to the rack, but you just put on the brakes and pass a nice bounce pass to Aziz Leaks, and you got 2 points.
Yeah, you know, he was so close to the basket at that point. You might as well just shoot it or just jump stop and pass it like you're saying. He just tried to do a little bit too much there, and he gets called for the offensive foul.
So set to check in now, Lorenz Stalcup, and the Badgers 18. The Golden Eagles 24, 3:47 left in the first half. Pro Hop thought he traveled, but gets it to fall. That's 2 points for him.
Yeah, Haruna somehow got away with that. I'm not sure if that was really a Pro Hop or just a bad jump stop, but it looked to me like he took one too many steps. Wall to right continues to dance on him.
Oh, he breaks the double team, but then gets blocked
at the rim.
Beautiful 2 points, and now CSI has really taken control. The Badgers can't find anything to go for them on the offensive end.
And J.R. Talley just made it way too easy on CSI there on that possession. You know, they're driving down, and he sets up to take a charge way early, and it was just an easy dump-off pass.
I just feel like the passes have got to be a lot quicker when you're pressing for the Badgers, and they don't do that. Aziz Leaks has been open underneath the hoop 2 or 3 times, but just not getting to him.
Yeah, you know, it's something you've already commented on, Jeff, but I'm not really sure if Snow knows how they want to play against this zone. Sometimes they'll come down and they'll fire stuff up quickly, and other times they'll try and work it in. They just got to take control offensively and decide what they're going to do.
So Romain Louisier trying to get 2 more points off the offensive rebound and couldn't get it to fall, but he'll be heading to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws for the Badgers. So Romain Louisier from the free throw line this year, shooting 54%, so definitely not your favorite person to be shooting the free throws on the team.
As he misses the first.
18-28 your score, 2:46 left in the half. Now checking in for the Golden Eagles, number 5, Ray Kasango, and outcoming number 24, Keontae Barron.
You know, the depth of the bench of Southern Idaho continues to help them as they really haven't had to back off at all in the press. I mean, we're 18 minutes in the half, and they're still pressing. Marcus Bryce checks in. Good to see him back out on the floor. He checks in for Aziz Leaks.
So it looks like the Badgers will stay in the 2-3 zone, as they believe that'll be the best way to take care of this Golden Eagle offense. Close turnover there. Dylan Carter closely guarding. Good defense there by the Badgers, but even better performance, Tyson Smith.
That really was just a beautiful shot by Tyson Smith. That was very difficult, but he was able to get it to fall. So there's one of those body fouls that we've been talking about. You know, it's about time they got one of those, and that'll send right to the free throw line, who is one of the better free throw shooters on the team at 80%.
It's the best, and then it just falls off from there.
Yeah,
the closest behind him is Gentry Thomas at 73%. So, what for me, that tells a story that, I don't know, I just feel like a good free throw shooting team can usually win more games, especially when it comes down the stretch and it's a close game. And the Badgers haven't been able to do that down the stretch of a lot of games.
You know, this has been a super physical game. Just watching here on these box outs, both these teams are just going at it. Southern Idaho absolutely relentless. If I'm an official, I would be calling a lot of stuff because this is just taking on a fight, honestly.
So Gentry Thomas makes both, and the Badgers now trail by 9, 21-30. So just looking at a few of the standings, it looks like the College of Southern Idaho is going to own the first seed going into the conference tournament, and then Salt Lake in second, North Idaho in third, Snow College in fourth, USU Eastern in fifth, and Colorado Northwestern in sixth. That looks like how it'll play out, depending on a few other factors, but it looks like the Golden Eagles will have an opportunity to, as Walter hits that too. They call it a two, his foot was on the line, but the Golden Eagles have an opportunity to get the first round bye and head into the tournament with more freshness against another team. Three-pointer on the other end.
Next also. I have no idea how to say his name, but number 3 connects 4-3.
I'm not sure either, and we'll have to find it out, and then we'll.
Jump ball called there. It looked really physical for me. I'm surprised they didn't get a reaching call. Okay, I'm going to attempt his name. Irogbu gets the jump ball from Northern Idaho. A little bit of a discussion going on right now over whose ball it should be on the jump ball. Southern Idaho claiming that it should be theirs, but the refs are sure that it snows, and it's snow inbounds for Dylan Carter.
So another foul there on CSI. There was a little bit of confrontation with head coach thinking that there was no jump ball, and just yelling right at the table, and I'm surprised he hasn't got a technical for that.
Yeah, honestly, that probably deserved a technical. I don't know if you fans at home heard that. He might have. That was very loud what Coach Jared Pay just yelled at the scorer's table, but he better be careful or he's going to run the risk of getting a technical foul here.
So if I'm not mistaken, the name that I got for him is Uchenna Urbe.
Uchenna Urbe, okay. We'll roll with that, that's a difficult name.
There it is, down low with 56 seconds left in the first half. CSI 35, the Badgers 23.
Frederick Digman able to finish there on the close bucket after a great dish by Shaq Carr. Walter Wright with the drive and dish to Stalcup, who was already in the air.
And so this game is...
This is a very heated game, Jeff.
And it's funny, it's so heated, and the score is like so different. It's 35-23. It's like they've got a huge lead and they're still freaking out. I think they're a little upset from losing against Salt Lake the other night.
Yeah, and there's a reason why they're 12-2 in conference. You know, they play very, very physical and very intense basketball. And, you know, if Snow doesn't get a hold of themselves here in the last 41 seconds, they could even drop farther back, already down 12 with 41 seconds remaining.
So 1 of 2 is Lorenz Stalcup. And now a few substitutions as these leaks is going to come in, and out comes Walter Wright. And for the Golden Eagles, number 12, looks like his first appearance, Alec Meyerhofer.
Alec Meyerhofer, they have him listed at 6 foot, but I would be very surprised if he's really 6 feet tall. Looks like he might be a three-point specialist. He's setting up, already practicing that stroke, and he's ready to go, sitting out on the wing. We'll see if he goes up.
That's offensive goaltending, should be.
Ray Kasongo with a great tip slam, but I don't know whether the refs just weren't paying attention to the cylinder or not, but that was definitely an offensive goaltending. The ball had never left the cylinder. J.R. Talley able to draw the foul on Shaq Carr. That's really just a stupid foul. There's 17 seconds left. No reason to send him to the free throw line. Double bonus situation for the Badgers.
Yeah, I honestly don't think anyone was paying attention because that thing was right on top of them. It may have gone in by itself, honestly.
Yeah, that really had a chance to fall down, but he made sure it went down.
First free throw by Junior, up and good. Jeffrey Thomas is now going to check in. And So the Badgers 25, the Golden Eagles 37.
Junior Talley is 63% free throw shooter on the season. Set to shoot his second free throw. And it falls.
So now the Golden Eagles will set to take the last shot of the half as they lead by 11. And Tyson Smith is just going to hold the dribble. Looks like he's going to get a screen and come off the screen. There he is. Shot up and good at the buzzer.
Tyson Smith with a great three to end the half, but I would agree with Junior Talley. It really looked like he received a forearm there to clear him out. That should have been an offensive foul.
So Coach Nelson is still on the court looking at the refs, questioning, and nothing's going to happen. The first half's over. Your score, 40. CSI, Snow, 26. We'll be back for a halftime show in a few minutes, and then we'll bring you the second half here on Snow TV.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
I come from a big family. I'm the oldest of 6. To me, being the first person to go to college, it's like setting a standard, you know? My little brother is 8 years old now. I challenge his curiosity. I challenge him to dream. I have to paint a picture for him that he can look up to and live up to and possibly be better than. My name is Jaquez, and I am your dividend.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Don't worry. 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it. Hey, thanks for stopping by. You know, I followed your character since the first episode. I'm a big fan. Big fan.
Thank you.
And listen, your storyline, it makes for incredible TV drama. Thing is, your drug use is very adult content. Too adult for the kids. So I'm gonna have to block you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, have a good one.
You're a nice lady.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules. You tell me to stay away from drugs. To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
We got 9 turnovers, which is way too much for the first half. But really, I mean, I don't think the stats can really tell the story of the first half. Southern Idaho just really has come out to play tonight. They've had a lot of intensity. They've played a full court press the whole game, and they've been very, very physical with snow.
Yeah, that's something interesting that you mentioned, Stephen, as the bound will try to wash us out, is that the Badgers kind of look nonchalant at times, just throwing up a bunch of shots, nothing really going for them. As you mentioned, you know, they haven't made a single three in the first half, and so right now, CSI is playing a lot better basketball as they lead at 40-26, and so not much more to say than that, Stephen, or would you have something else to say?
No, you know, I think you're right. Snow 0 for 7 in the first half from 3. That's just unheard of, really. You know, the Badgers are usually a team that knock down several threes a game. It's a big part of their game, and they depend on it. So to not even have 1 3-point field goal in the first half, that's really surprising.
So we're going to give you guys another break before we head to the second half. On the other side of this timeout, we'll be back. Snow TV. So CSI starts the second half with possession and everything going underway. Same starters for both teams. And now turnover CSI. The Badgers come up lucky there, and now Walter Wright's going to run the offense for the Badgers. Aziz leaks down low. Kick back out to Junior Taylor.
Southern Idaho in man defense right now. We've yet to really see man defense out of them.
In the corner to Taylor. Taylor back to Gentry Thomas. Thomas hasn't produced today as much as he did the other night. He's got 4 points. So now
still really not sure what they're going to do offensively. Kick the ball inside to Aziz Leaks. Puts the ball on the floor, kicks out to Gentry Thomas, who will fire up the 3 with 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
And he gets it to rattle. First 3-point ball of the game. I thought it was going to come out, but it just rattled down.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to spit back out, but lucky for the Badgers, they finally get a 3 on the night. Gentry Thomas connects, and that'll give him only, what, 9 points on the night? Oh, yeah, 7 points.
Okay, so now the Golden Eagles trying to set something up wide open all the way to the glass. Layup, no good. Aziz Leaks with the big rebound, gives it up to Junior Taylor. Taylor now to right, and now it's a 3-on-4.
Wow.
Bad call.
The ref was out of position to make that call. Honestly, Aziz had already crossed half court before he touched it. I mean, it was close, don't get me wrong, it was close. But.
Right, but personally what I hate is that a ref will dictate what the bench says, and the bench was calling for backcourt. He didn't even see it, and he just turns around and blows his whistle.
Yeah, he was completely out of position. He wasn't able to see that clearly.
Not a huge fan of that. So that's okay. In the corner.
Austin Weiniger fires at the 3, unable to connect, but Hirona with the rebound, and the Eagles set it back up. Shaq Carr, right side, gets a top screen from Rick Asungo, and he'll fire up a jumper, which is no good. Griffin Thomas soars for the rebound, but loses it. Another board for the Eagles,
And they give a flagrant foul on that, which I think the refs have fully lost control of what they're doing. That's how I feel.
Yeah, you know, I disagree with the intentional foul there, just because this has been a super physical game. And, you know, Junior was just out of position and tried to send Kasungo to the free throw line and wrapped him up. I don't think there was any malicious intent there, you know. I disagree with the flagrant call.
So the refs will talk it over. Hopefully they get it right, and we'll be back in a minute.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
So welcome back here on Snow TV. So as the refs figured it out, it was a flagrant foul. So 2 free throws on the way for number 5, Willie Casongo, and the crowd is getting into it. And now the Badgers trail 41-29 with 18 minutes left. And then the Golden Eagles will also gain position too. So
Casongo misses on the second.
I don't know, a little confused. I guess you could call me biased, but I like to call it how I see it. But with that said and done, the Golden Eagles inbound.
Yeah, and exactly. This is exactly what needs to happen. Casongo's been completely out of control underneath, and so has
if they're going to call it one way, they have to call it the other.
Yeah, so now they'll be aware of that down low, because really they're just getting out of control inside. Stalkup's just trying to play defense there, and he's getting totally thrown around.
Good job there by the Badgers to break the press all the way to the glass. 2 points, Gentry Thomas.
Did they call it? I believe they called a charge there, but I think the refs are going to talk us over, because to me it looked clearly like Gentry Thomas finished that layup and the contact was made inside the restricted area. So that should be called a charge, or it should be called a defensive foul and an and one. I have never seen that in my life. They just gave the bucket to Gentry Thomas
and gave him a foul
and called him an offensive foul on the shot attempt. I have never seen that in my life. Just you get to see something new every day.
That's the case. Good steal there by Junior Taylor. Gives it up to Walter Wright. Now the Badgers are running.
You know, I finally am starting to see
Gentry Thomas for 3, splash!
Gentry Thomas drops the 3. I think we're finally starting to see Snow react to the physical play of Southern Idaho. They're finally starting to play with some fire and some desire. Hopefully they can bring it back in to pull within 7 with 17 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second half.
34-41. That'll be a travel go the other way. And so now the Badgers have started to put together a few runs, and smart play there. Smart coach Jared Pay. He's going to call a timeout. I think. No, he doesn't call it.
Without Shaq Carr.
Okay, so a substitution.
Tyson Smith in for Shaq Carr after the turnover.
Inbound there to Walter Wright. Good pass.Atelli all the way to the goal. He gets blocked, but he's out of bounds. He came out of bounds to throw that, so it should be snowball.
Yeah, it'll stay. It'll stay with Snow.
And so it's 17 minutes, 14 seconds, 41-34 your score. And now coming in 30, Papa Diata, sorry. Looking for Stalcup down low, but they don't. They give it up to Aziz Leaks, and he'll set up the offense over to Gentry Thomas. Now Walter Wright trying to find something to work for the Badgers. Good job by Walter Wright. He kicks it back to Junior Taylor. Down low, Stalcup back to Wright. Lots of ball movement by the Badgers. This is good. Taylor for 3 and 1!
Wow. Great ball movement there by Snow.
And another technical foul.
Keonta Vernon with a technical. I've already called him out like 2 times tonight. That Keonta Vernon has just been out of control tonight, and he'll get the technical.
No, he gave the technical to Stalcup and only gave a personal foul to Vernon.
Oh, okay, never mind. I guess I'm wrong, but yeah, they're getting out of control there underneath. And Junior Taylor able to bank in the 3. How about that, Jeff? I don't think I've seen Junior hit a 3 for a couple games now, but he's able to get that one to fall and kind of flop to get the
foul.
And 1. That's exactly what Snow needs right now, is a 4-point play to pull him back into this game.
Yeah, Tally on the season shoots 35%. from downtown. First free throw up and good. He'll get 2. Score 37-42. CSI leads it. I don't like that call, though, because I understand it was retaliation by Alka. In all reality, you need to call a technical on both ways.
Yeah, like I said, for those of you watching this game at home or wherever you're at, just really pay attention to the physicality that's going on underneath the basket. It's getting kind of out of control. We might see a couple more techs here before the night's over because the refs have just really failed to call dirty stuff early on, and so now it's kind of just gone out of control. Interesting, they don't give Junior Taylor a free throw. They just give possession back to the Badgers. Okay, so the foul must have been on Southern Idaho, and it wasn't on the shot. Another 3, air ball. Junior Talley, that's more of what I'm used to seeing. Yeah, I agree. The air ball there, but Snow trails by 6. Shot the other way, and that one's good. And the 6-point lead now becomes a 9-point lead for Southern Idaho, and Snow is about to fall into a double-digit deficit again. So Walter Wright now with possession. LeJon Johnson set to check in. Walter Wright for 3. That's good. Splash. Pulls it back within 6. We've got ourselves a good basketball game going here. On the other end, he wanted to take it, but didn't. Oh, he does at the end, and that one rolls out. Rebound in the hands of Taylor. He gives it up to Walter Wright. Now Walter Wright's going to run with Gentry Thomas. Walter Wright pulls it back out, shaking and baking, gets a screen, and gives it up to Thomas. Down low as these Leaks. All the way, travel. That's going to go the other way. It's really too bad because Leaks had a great attempt, and he also had Marcus Bryce in the corner wide open for 3. And they'll get a turnover instead on the travel. So a few substitutions made on the court. Outcoming number 25, Frederick Edmond, and number 1, Abudule Arona. So a few conversation with the officials and the score table. With John Johnson playing defense on Tyson Smith. Aziz Leaks staying home, doesn't bite on the jump. All the way down, looked like he traveled, but Marcus Bryce there for the block, but Smith comes up with the ball. Yeah, I also thought that Tyson Smith traveled on there. It looked like to me like he changed his pivot foot. 5-second call. Great defense there by LeJon Johnson. And this game is getting out of control, Jeff. This is a very, very physical game. The refs are in danger of totally losing control. So every time the refs are making calls, everyone's upset, so we'll see how it ends. Walter Wright nearly loses the handle there, kicks to Gentry Thomas. LeJon Johnson for 3. Splash! And Snow is happy. Pulling within 3, and LeJon Johnson gets the grin on his face. 15 minutes left in the game. Gentry Thomas! He's going to go up and he'll dunk it! He'll throw it down! Gentry Thomas with the two-handed jam. Still pulls within 14 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the second half. And so the crowd goes wild, and we'll take a break here on Snow TV, and we'll be back in just a minute.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. You get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll start to see some change.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people. Connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Welcome back. It looks like there was a timeout to do free throws and win a watch, but
that's awkward for everyone. The awkward media timeout where they're unable to give away the prize they want to. But we'll get back to the game. Snow down 45-46 with 14 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the second half.
All the way to the rack there. Good defense by the Badgers. Going hard for the rebound. Marcus Bryce doesn't end up in his hands. It's down on the ground. Gets it stripped. Gentry Thomas gets it stripped, but he throws it out. It goes out of bounds on Walter Wright. CSI remains in control.
An interesting set of events right there. I wasn't sure if Southern Idaho was inbounds when they saved that or not. Really, it's kind of a crazy moment there.
Something funny that I just heard Coach Jared Pay for CSI, he just tells the ref, we've only shot one free throw the entire game. And it's true, off the technical foul was the two that they had, but before that they had only had one free throw the whole game.
Wow. I didn't know that. I wonder, he's got a good point there, I guess. We'll have to see if the refs will pick up on Coach Jared Pay's hints and see if Southern Idaho gets to the line.
All the way to the glass, 2 points. Number 25, Frederick Edmond. LeJohn Johnson to Walter Wright and Marcus Bryce. So Walter Wright going to try to cross the timeline. He does with LeJohn Johnson. So now the Badgers trail 48-45, 14 minutes left in the game. Gentry Thomas kick. Walter Wright traveled almost all the way, throws it up, gets it over, and turnover. Not a smart move there by the Badgers. They start to get back into it, and then nothing happens. So now CSI 45, Snow College 48, sorry. 44, now I'm just confusing myself. 50-45, CSI has a 5-point lead. And it looks like they'll press as soon as he gets there. Turnover, Badgers, this is getting out of control. Misses the layup, Gentry Thomas steps out of bounds. Badger basketball, this is just out of control. And now Lorenz Stalcup is gonna check in, and sorry if it's a little loud, it's just getting nice and intense in here.
This has seriously been the most chaotic game I've seen this year. I do not know how Haruna was unable to finish on that layup. He was all by himself, basically.
So now there's a timeout. Let's see if they get the watch thing figured out, but if not, we're gonna take a break anyways.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. Since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Badgers just got a delay of game warning, and inbound from Walter Wright to Aziz Leaks. Gentry Thomas going all the way to the rack, and he does. Passes off to Stalcup, throw down! Stalcup. So the Badgers get back on defense and trap in the corner. Now they're moving around, things are settling down. 13 minutes left in the game. Badgers trail by 3, 47-50. Gentry Thomas gets crossed over all the way to the hoop. Good defense there. Walter Wright's going to try to pick it up. No, everyone's on top of it. And now they're going to have to call a jump ball. There was only 3 people on the entire court that weren't in that dog pile. That shows you how much effort's going into this game right now.
It's really going to be an intense 53 seconds as Snow trails by 3, 47-50, and Snow set to inbound after the jump ball. As these leaks will just give it back to Walter Wright.
So the Badgers breaking it easy. LeJohn Johnson turnover. Thought he had Stalcup open. Kind of the same thing that happened on the last dunk, but didn't happen. Dribbled up. Gentry Thomas gives it up to Walter Wright. Walter Wright, layup off the glass. Blocked.
Oh, wow.
Gentry Thomas gives it up. Stalcup, 10-foot jumper. That one doesn't fall. Gets his own rebound. Put back. Good.
What a block by Harauna on Walter Wright's finish at the rim. I've never seen someone sky so high. That was close to a goaltend because of how close it was to the rim. Just a beautiful block, but Stalcup luckily able to get the ball back and finish.
49-50 your score. CSI leads it. 12 minutes left in the game. Crossover. Pull back. LeJohn Johnson on the defense. Spin around. Layup. No good. Rebound. As these leaks, no, it ends up in Stalcup's hands. He's getting tripped up. And Walter Wright with the ball. Walter Wright all the way to the glass, all the way. Don't know how he took that shot, and he can't get it to fall. Rebound. Somehow Walter Wright got it back. As these leaks, glass. No good. Another tip. No good. And he almost steps out of bounds, but he doesn't, and the Badgers unable to break the hump that they've been waiting for.
Unable to finish to give the Badgers a 1-point lead from 2 feet. Really unfortunate. Badgers just played good defense there and scrambled and fought and were able to get the ball back underneath the basket, but no points.
This is the loudest this crowd's been all year. Turnover. Badger basketball. So Coach Jared Pay is going to make a lot of substitutions. Number 5, number 23, and number 22. Amar Davis, Ray Kasango, and Frederick Edmond. So this could be the possession that the Badgers could finally get over this hump that they've been trying to get over for the last, well, the whole game.
Yeah, they've been down the whole game. This would give Snow the first lead if they're able to get some sort of basket right here. And Southern Idaho continues to run a very aggressive pressing defense. Gentry Thomas with a great crossover, kicks it to Stalcup, but Stalcup unable to get his hands in time, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Right through Stalcup's hands.
No, it really was a great pass. Really was a great pass. Stalcup's got to be ready for that rolling off of the screen.
Looked like Stalcup kind of away.
Yeah, and you know, part of it too might have been Gentry Thomas probably should have cooled down the pass. It had a little bit of heat on it.
So now Tyson Smith in control, guarded by LeJohn Johnson. As these leaks steps over to help, leaves his man open. 15-footer, no good. Rebound, big. Ray Casanzo. Stalcup there, block. But then he calls the foul at the end. So it looks like Ray Casango will be heading, will be heading to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Casango on the year is a 37% free throw shooter, so that's a great foul there by Stalcup. Hopefully it will result in a few missed shots for the Badgers, and it does.
So the Badgers only trail by 1, 49-50 with 10:56 left in the game. Yeah, I find something interesting, and the Badgers have been in a lot of positions like this, but in the last 5 minutes they've never been able to control the game and win. So let's see what they end up doing here. Whether they can keep this tempo or not. I don't know if they can keep it up this long, so let's see what happens for the Badgers. So the Badgers break the press pretty easy. And now looks like they're kind of in an extended 1-3-1 zone. Stalcup faces, 2-pointers, bounces, drops, no.
Again, and it will not fall.
LeJohn Johnson, Stalcup there on the defense, and now they call a foul on Stalcup.
Honestly, LeJohn Johnson just got tackled on that board, and there was no call. This is such a physical game.
It's interesting to see the different mentality and, I don't know, just hustle from Snow College in the second half. I felt in the first half they were a little bit flat, and I think that they've responded well here. They just need to get over this hump, take the lead. That would really help the confidence.
I definitely agree with you, Jeff. They've responded really well to the physicality and the defense of Southern Idaho. As Gentry Thomas with the great steal there as he slides by. Gets the strip on the baseline, but the ball is to Southern Idaho. Yeah, so those really just responded well, and they've been able to get things going too from the three-point line and inside. You know, hopefully they can pull ahead here in the next couple of possessions.
So now CSI trying to set up the half-court offense, gets the screen. He'll take it. Good defense there by Gentry Thomas. Oh, wow.
Gentry Thomas is the foul called on him, but frankly, that was just a bailout call. That was great defense Tyson Smith just kind of lost his footing as he drove by, and that'll be the 16th foul on Snow. They're only one out of being in the bonus with 10 minutes left to go in the first half.
And only 2 for CSI, so if you complain enough, the refs will listen to you.
Apparently that's what we're learning today, Jeff. All you got to do is complain. And
so Jared Pay has learned his lesson. Maybe that's why they win so many games. He complains enough. Defense there by the Badgers. 9 minutes, 58 seconds left on the game clock. Good defense there by the Badgers. No call, up to Gentry Thomas. Gentry Thomas flying high, layup good.
Great layup by Gentry Thomas, great transition offense. And Southern Idaho come right back at Snow.
Now they're going to make a few substitutions. 51-51 your score. The score is tied. 9:35 left in this game. Walter Wright steps up to play the defense. Gets off the screen, good help defense. The ball squirts out. No one's able to get it. No good on the layup. Rebound, CSI. Shot up, no good. Tip, no good. Goes out of bounds off CSI, looks like snowball.
You know, Southern Idaho really just can't finish at the rim on that last attempt because Songo actually runs into his own man and forces him to miss the layup. You know, the coaches over here wanting a foul, but he was fouled by his own teammate.
Right.
Both were hustling for the board and just neither one able to connect.
So Marcus Bryce comes in, and Aziz Leaks heads to the bench with 9 minutes, 18 seconds left. 51. Low scoring affair today. There's only 10 minutes left, and it's tied at 50s.
Yeah, it's a little low. Not too bad, really. I mean, considering how slow the start was. Offensively, both teams have picked it up here in the second half, especially Snow. Walter Wright set to inbound.
CSI on average scores 81 points per game. Turnover Badgers.
There's another one of your complaining until you get the call type of situations. Walter Wright's already thrown the ball in bounds, and the ref decides to call a 5-second call.
Sorry, that's my bad. CSI averages 92 points per game.
Oh, then you're right. That is definitely way below their average at 51 points.
And the Badgers average 82.
Yes, it is a low-scoring affair then.
So I saw Romain Louisier. He was in and out within 5 seconds. And now CSI has the ball. Inbound. Pape Diete, he's in control, guarded by Marcus Bryce. Pull up three.
Pull up for three.
No good. Jeffrey Thomas fighting for it, can't get it. Good help defense. There's the foul, and he'll be heading to the free throw line. That's the 7th team foul. And I think Coach Nelson needs to start to complain some more because that's 7-2 on the fouls.
Salcup was just caught out of position on that. He had his own guy boxed out, but not very well. Ball gets tipped around, and then, Frederick Emmett was able to sneak in, get the board, and go back up with it. Snow's really got to buckle down here in these last couple minutes and be hard on the glass if they're going to win this game.
Right. So now, shooting the free throw, Frederick Edmond. It's good. So Stalcup with 4 fouls heads to the bench. That'll be disappointing because he's helped the Badgers make this run to stay in this game. Second free throw up and good, makes both of them. 53-51 your score. Inbound to LeJohn Johnson. They're trapping in the corner to Gentry Thomas. He's able to dribble out of it right to Aziz Leaks. Aziz Leaks nearly turns it over, and that looks like a kick, but they didn't call it. And so now CSI is running. Gentry Thomas, LeJohn Johnson with the block!
Wow.
And a late whistle and a foul.
This is getting intense. You know, Frederick Emmett just had a beautiful behind-the-back dribble and a behind-the-back, or just a side dish, no look. And LeJohn Johnson went in for a block. All 5'8" of LeJohn Johnson. But unfortunately gets the foul called.
We should probably tell the ref he's walking over here. Tell him that Snow has 2 fouls and CSI has 8. Maybe they'll give him a call.
Yeah, maybe that's what we got to do to try and help Snow out. They're really getting hurt there. You know, the problem, though, with that whole possession is Aziz Leaks does a great job of being in position to break the trap, catches the ball, and then puts it on the floor. You know, that's just not his job. There's too many guys running around. He really can't be putting the ball on the floor in that situation.
Right, you gotta. The big man doesn't have the handle, so you gotta pass it up to Walter Wright or Gentry Thomas. So now inbounding Walter Wright.
See, I'm not sure how that works. If the ref clearly doesn't give you the ball cleanly, how can you start to count? Snow was forced to call a timeout in that situation because the ref gave the ball to Walter Wright just very poorly, and he was unable to handle it. You know, Walter Wright's busy looking for the press and seeing how they're going to break it, and the ref gives him a terrible pass.
I guess we'll stay here and continue to talk because they're going to come back on the court anyways. But I don't know. I don't like how the last few minutes have played out because all the points that CSI has gotten is off free throws. It was tied at 51, so they have 4 points off free throws, and the Badgers haven't got that opportunity.
Yeah, and you're right, Jeff. And a lot of it has just been because of the lack of boarding from Snow. They have failed to really box out and get good position to get defensive boards. We'll see if the official's able to give a decent pass to Walter Wright so he can inbound the ball here.
Inbound to Marcus Bryce. Marcus Bryce up to Junior Taylor. Taylor's going to go all the way. Layup. Good. 2 points, Junior Taylor.
Great finish by Junior Taylor right there.
So 53-55 your score. And CSI looks a little bit slower. Before they were able to run up, and all the Badgers were back, but CSI hadn't gone. LeJon Johnson on the defense. Looks like a blocking foul is going to be called. And
we're already to 19 fouls now with that foul in junior tally. And Jeff, I don't know. I'm really concerned with the foul count here. The next foul will put CSI at the line for a double bonus. And, you know, Snow continues to just really lead in the foul count, 9-2.
So now a few substitutions for the Golden Eagles. So the first free throw by Shaq Carr. A 1-and-1 situation, good. They'll get another free throw. Shaq Carr, freshman guard, 6'2". So the last 6 points of the Golden Eagles have been from the free throw line. One more foul, the Badgers head to the double bone, or the Golden Eagle will be shooting 2 free throws.
Wait, take the rim.
Inbound. Now Walter Wright in control of the ball. Up to Lucier Talley. Got an open LeJon Johnson, but he backs it out. So LeJon Johnson trying to find an open player, and he does.
Walter Wright kicks back at LeJon Johnson. Pump fake. Kicks it to Marcus Bryce, who will take the 3.
Boom! Marcus Bryce for 3, 56-57, 8 minutes left in the game. The Badgers are still close within 1 point.
Huge shot, Jeff, by Marcus Bryce right there. That really was just a clutch shot and a very needed 3 for the Badgers.
So now Shaq Carr with the ball. Down low, Marcus Bryce on the defense. Looks like a travel, and then he'll be called for a foul on the way up. Junior Taylor.
Junior Taylor called for the foul, and you know what? Honestly, sending Kasongo to the line isn't a bad thing. We already saw that he's a 36% free throw shooter, which is awful.
The only thing I'm concerned about is now Junior Talley fouls out.
Junior Talley fouls out, and Snow's now, you know, made it so that CSI will be in the double bonus from here on out with 7:50 remaining.
I'm still set on this though, the whole complaining bit to get what you want.
Yeah, it seemed to have been effective tonight.
So the good news is Gentry Thomas is back in, but the bad news is Gentry Thomas has 4 fouls himself.
And that's a really...
Or does he?
He has 3. He only
okay.
has 3.
I thought he had 4. Free throw up and misses. So like you mentioned, Steven, If anybody's at the free throw line, it should be him.
You know, this is one of those situations that you see sometimes in the NBA with DeAndre Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal in the past, you know, where as soon as they inbound the ball, you just go fouling. And honestly, that might not be a bad option for Snow coming down the stretch.
So Walter Wright in control. Give it up to Gentry Thomas. The Badgers could take the first lead of the night with 2 points. Walter Wright gets a screen from Bryce. Steps back.
Walter Wright will fire for three.
Splash! Badgers lead by 2. That's the first lead of the night for the Badgers.
And he connects, and the fans hold up the Wiz for Prez sign, and Snow takes the first lead of the night, 59-57 with 7:19 remaining. Offensive foul called on Shaq Carr, which will be the third team foul for CSI, and Snow will inbound.
So inbound from there to LeJon Johnson. Gentry Thomas, pull-up jumper early in the shot clock. Not a smart shot. Tries to fly and get a steal. LeJon Johnson there, and he gets a charge.
You're right, that was a bad shot selection by Gentry Thomas, but Walter Wright able to be smart and set himself up to draw the charge.
I think we're getting Walter Wright and LeJon Johnson's name mixed up. Because you just called him Walter Wright, and I was calling Walter Wright LeJon.
I'm not. Wait, who?
It was LeJon who got.
It was LeJon.
Yeah.
Okay, so LeJon Johnson forced the charge there. Lucier sets the screen. Swings around. LeJon Johnson kicks back up to Lucier. Walter Wright with the ball on the wing. Drives inside.
Gentry Thomas for three. No good. Rebound Lucier that ends up in the hands of LeJon Johnson. He'll give back to Gentry Thomas. Gentry Thomas has taken 2 shots that were errant in the last 2 possessions. So Walter Wright wants to set things up with 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Gets a screen from Marcus Bryce. Looked illegal, but he didn't do it. Lucier loses it and has to give it back. 18 on the shot clock. LeJon Johnson goes all the way to the rack. No, he pulls it back out, and he steps out of bounds. CSI ball.
Yeah.
So out of everything there, not a good run for the Badgers.
Yeah, you know, it was a long offensive possession, and they just weren't able to get anything out of it.
Okay, so we're going to take a timeout here at Snow TV. Back in a minute.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to...
Welcome back here on Snow TV. I'm Jeff Britton, joined along with Stephen Hadley.
Good
6 minutes, 22 seconds left. 59-57 your score. Snow leads it. Throw a shout out to Snow TV. Adric Reynolds running the switcher. Maddie Gee and Michaela Linhart on the cameras tonight. Marcus Bryce staying there on the defense. Strip LeJon Johnson. He's going to run the offense for the Badgers. Almost turns it over, but he maintains control. And he's... calls a timeout as the Badgers, so we'll take one as well on Snow TV.
The pig.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit. Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just Please, don't leave. Okay. But remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
How can I help my
Welcome
daughter
back
with
here from Utah, Horn
Searching for
Activity
help. Wait,
Center. Someone's getting a phone call, and it's not Steven. So the Badgers in control, and Marcus Bryce closely guarded. And now it looks like the Golden Eagles are in a little bit of a 2-3 zone. And Walter Wright, second kickback. Gentry Thomas, Marcus Bryce, LeJon Johnson for three. No good. Tip, Gentry Thomas, 2 points.
Gentry Thomas with a great offensive tip. That'll put the Badgers up 61-57.
Block. Late whistle.
Whoa.
If I haven't seen one, that's the latest whistle of the game.
Wow.
I'm really tempted if I wasn't on YouTube and live TV right now to say, hey ref, look at the foul count, but
that's honestly, that's an awful call. That was great defense by Marcus Bryce. He even backed off to not foul him. And wow, I mean, what can you say? The foul count continues to just be ridiculous.
So he'll get 2 free throws. First one good.
And Davis Armand is not the guy you want to put at the free throw line either. He's a 70% free throw shooter on the season.
So Keontae Barron is out of the game, and in comes Ray Kasango. Badgers got to box out. Don't give him the second chance opportunities. He makes the second. 59-61 your score. Snow leads it with 5 minutes, 25 seconds left in the game. This is the critical moments that you'll see if the Badgers can pull out the win. Romain Louisier, open all the way to the glass, swatted.
Oh. Wow, Louisier just rejected. Ball goes flying into the cheerleaders. Ray Kasango really just with a great block there.
Yeah, that thing got swatted almost to Manti. So inbound, LeJon Johnson in possession. Gentry Thomas thought he was going to pull the trigger from so deep. I was a little confused. LeJon Johnson. And now Walter Wright in control with 15 on the game, on the shot clock, all the way. Kicks it. LeJon Johnson down low. Romain Louisier for three. No good.
Air ball.
Rebound, Marcus Bryce. He got to put the shot up. There it is, a throwdown!
Louisier with a great middle flash, and he's able to finish with 2 hands.
So the Badgers lead at 63-59, 4:47. And there's a lot of energy in the crowd right now. Floater, no good. Marcus Bryce fighting for the rebound. Looks like it's going to be a jump ball. And in possession of CSI. So, CSI in control. Shaq Carr going to inbound. So now with a fresh shot clock with 4 minutes, 36 seconds, Romain Louisier there on the defense. Deep three, area code, no good. Rebound, almost gives it away. Now Gentry Thomas in control.
Yeah, Armand Davis just checked one up from the deep end. Not even close, not even close. Ugly shot.
And now a few CSI members set to check in, and the Badgers with 20 on the shot clock, 4 minutes, 11 seconds on the game clock.
See, I'm not sure if this is a good call for Snow to try and slow things up. You know, they do have the lead now.
LeJon Johnson, no, Gentry Thomas, three! He got it! Splash! 66-59.
Gentry Thomas has been huge tonight. He now has 21 points on the night, and he's just carrying Snow.
And Coach Jared Payne knows he's losing control. He'll call a timeout, and the Badgers are excited. We'll be back. Your score, 66-59, 3:52.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund breeding.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
As the Badgers run back onto the court, the band slows down their tempo, and now the Badgers lead at 66-59, 3:48. Let's see what the Golden Eagles have drawn up during the timeout. Near turnover. It is a turnover. LaJohn Johnson with the basketball. He'll go all the way. No, he backs it out. That's a smart move.
Well, what a great steal by Gentry Thomas, able to tip the ball away and save it before it goes out of bounds.
So
Gentry
Walter
Thomas
Wright
just having a great night.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Gentry Thomas now has 21 points. So 2 nights in a row he's been in the 20s. Slowing it down, 14 on the shot clock. Walter Wright, kick it in the corner. Gentry Thomas for 3, he hits it! Gentry Thomas! And come back CSI the other way, 69-59, 10-point swing. All the way, no foul, late foul from the opposite side. The ref on the baseline, who was right there, should have called it, but he didn't. And the one from the opposite side has to call it.
In all honesty, though, it definitely was a foul. You know, who would have thought, Jeff, that Snow would have a 10-point lead with 3 minutes remaining in the game? You know, this has really just been a great turnaround. Snow's responded so well this half.
But the one thing they can't get lackadaisical, I remember a North game about 3 weeks ago, about a month ago in January, the Badgers were up. No, it was this same team. It was against CSI. The Badgers were up 8 with 3 minutes left, and they threw it away.
Well, we're looking at the same situation here, so you know, hopefully it'll be interesting to see. Southern Idaho's going to continue to trap, obviously, but I'm not sure whether Snow's going to back it out and take time off the clock, or whether they'll continue to be aggressive.
So both shots go, and now Gentry Thomas up to LaJohn Johnson. Back to Gentry Thomas. So trying to break the press, they finally get across the timeline, and now they continue to press in the corner. LaJohn Johnson gets the ball. Romain Louisier wants a 3. Can he get it? No. And a push off on CSI. So this ref has really got Whistle happy, but good thing that the Badgers are getting involved.
And it is a foul, but the thing is they haven't been calling those fouls all night, so it makes it really frustrating for the players because they've been so physical underneath, and then suddenly, 2 minutes, 48 seconds left in the game, they're going to start calling it.
Right when it's like, oh wow, right when it's important. So inbound Walter Wright all the way back to LaJohn Johnson. Cross court, Gentry Thomas and back to Walter Wright. Setting up the offense, 30 on the shot clock, 2:41 on the game clock. 61-69 your score, Badgers lead it by 8. Screen, Marcus Bryce. Louisier, turnover, Louisier, no, Walter Wright's able to save it, gives it back. So they're able to hold on to it, luckily with 14 on the shot clock. That's lucky.
I think that Louisier has some butter on his hands.
Walter Wright for 3, no good. Badgers, not a good shot. They waited the whole shot clock just to throw up a bad 3-point shot. I don't like it. Gentry Thomas on the defense.
8-point lead, 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game.
Anything could happen. Defense, block. Gentry Thomas almost gets it and goes out of bounds off Gentry Thomas. 19 seconds on the shot clock. 2:03 on the game clock.
Armand Davis is just sent back on that drive. And, it's good help defense there by the Badgers.
I'm going to be interested to see how many minutes these players on the court have played tonight. I feel like it's kind of been the same group the whole night. Layup, glass, good, 2 points. Walter Wright tried for the steal, couldn't get it. Walter Wright now gets the ball, and he's going to dribble across the timeline. And it looks like he got fouled, but it was good he got out of it.
There was a lot of contact there.
So the ball is in the hand of Walter Wright. He'll go to the glass. Cross court turnover, Badgers. It's starting to fall apart.
And that's just a shot that Walter's got to take. He's the leading scorer on the team. He's got the ball wide open from about 7 feet out, and he tries to make a difficult pass.
Judging on what happens on this possession, if I'm Coach Nelson, I'm calling a timeout. I want to get my team on the same page.
I think
he only has one.
He's only got one timeout, so that's going to be really difficult. Snow's just got to keep their composure. But Southern Idaho call a timeout and get things set up defensively.
So now the Badgers have a 4-point lead, 69-65, 127 left. We'll be back in a minute here on Snow TV.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back here on Snow TV. Jeff Brinton joined along with Stephen Hadley. Gentry Thomas gets the inbound and crosses the timeline. Gives it across court to Romain Luis Sierra and back to LeJohn Johnson, and in the hands of the star of the Snow College Badgers, Walter Wright. Walter Wright all the way to the glass. Thought he got fouled, but he didn't. So
I'm very surprised at that. It's still, obviously they stopped keeping foul count on the board at 10, but it's got to be about 13-5 right now.
Long inbound to LeJohn Johnson. Gentry Thomas. 8 on the shot clock. 7 on the shot clock. 6, 5, 4 on the shot clock. 3 on the shot clock. 2 on the shot clock. LeJohn Johnson from deep. Almost glasses it in. Rebound Marcus Bryce. And he turns it over. Walter Wright and LeJohn.
Heartbreaking right there. Marcus Bryce able to get the board. Just tries to kick it out to Walter Wright, who's unable to handle the difficult pass. And CSI will get the ball back with 47 seconds remaining.
If the Badgers would have held on to that, that would have been huge.
It would have brought the clock down to within 10 seconds, or it would have forced CSI to foul.
Right. And I think that's why Marcus Bryce was thinking get it in the hands of Walter Wright, but kind of what Coach Nelson did, like calm down, work it out.
Yeah, and they responded well. But yeah, very, very heartbreaking right there.
That's a block.
Oh, wow.
Clean block.
There's no way that's not a jump ball.
And Marcus Bryce, very calm, composed after getting a clean block.
I honestly, I'm speechless, Jeff. To me, that looked like it was such a clean block that, it honestly threw Armand Davis backwards.
What bothers me is that, usually the refs that make that call are the guy out to towards the side.
The guy out of position, right?
But the guy down low called it, but.
Yeah, just really frustrating. It'll be interesting to see if CSI decides to foul on the inbounds or if they'll just press. We'll see what happens.
Timeout! So it looks like it'll be a jump ball. Snow in possession.
I'm not sure how that's a jump ball, first off, because there's 2 Snow players hugging that ball.
They got confused with the gray and the white.
This is getting out of control.
So inbound here. So Gentry Thomas gets the ball. He gives it up to Marcus Bryce. Marcus Bryce gives it back to Walter Wright, which is smart. So Walter Wright will head to he won't head to the free throw line because they only have 5 fouls.
This is the funniest thing. We talk about the foul count, but this is one of the times where it might actually help Snow.
Yeah, because now they don't have a shot clock.
Yeah.
And it's clean. They just foul out now.
Yeah, and CSI is forced to foul him at least one more time now.
Layup, no good. Put back, it's in. No foul call. Walter Wright, 20 seconds.
I have no idea what happened there. It looked to me like Southern Idaho was trying to foul on purpose and was unable to. So Snow will have the ball with the last possession of the game, and we'll take a timeout.
So the Badgers are tied 69-69, 10 seconds left. I would be scared to inbound the ball. CSI has been on fire on defending the inbound, and so in all reality, this is something to be reckoned with at the moment. The Badgers and the Golden Eagles are tied. We're going to stick here with Snow TV, but I'm just breathing heavy right now, Steven. This game is just getting so intense.
You know, I wasn't able to see what happened right in front of us. I thought Southern Idaho's bench was calling for the foul of John Johnson, and all of a sudden I see the ball poke out, and Southern Idaho's going in for lip to tie the game.
And it looks like the refs are confused too. They're talking about it. So in all reality, interesting game to say the least.
I mean, this is about as good a basketball as you're going to see.
Steven, if they make a buzzer-beating shot to win it, I might have to storm the court.
Well, Jeff, you know, you can do that. I'll stay here and hold our position. You go storm the court. You know what? I would like to see Snow drop a good play here and score. I feel like they fought back, and I feel like they deserve to win this game.
I feel like it would be very hard to win in overtime for the Badgers, but if they can pick up the win right here, it'd be really nice.
They would.
It would hand CSI their third loss of the season and their third loss in conference play. Inbound Gentry Thomas. Romain Louisier. He's got the ball. He pulls up. It doesn't go. Marcus Bryce tips it. It doesn't go. There's no foul. 3 on the shot clock. Walter Wright. He gets it. No, off the front of the iron. No
we
good.
Have overtime.
Overtime it is. 7:20 is your time here in Ephraim, Utah. Snow College had 4 opportunities to win it, and they didn't do it.
Oh, what a crazy. And I have no idea how there wasn't. Honestly, I thought Snow was going to get called for a foul right at the end. I feel like the refs are just like kind of gun shy right there. They're not really sure what to do.
They're like, we don't want to throw the game for either team.
So it looks like we will have overtime here in Ephraim, Utah.
So as the teams talk it over, you talk it over with your friends and family in this commercial break.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it.
Welcome back to from Utah, Jeff Renton.
Cost you around $10,000.
Turned out to be a good one.
Legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Just was unable to hold on right at the end. I think it's going to come down to Snow's ability to rebound. That's really what's kind of hurt them is Southern Idaho's had several possessions where they've been able to get offensive boards and get a new possession.
Steven, the Badgers with 3 minutes left were up by 10. So let's see if the shooting of the Badgers can continue and they can have success here. Marcus Bryce, pull up. That one drops. Marcus Bryce for 2 points. 71-69 your score, 4:46 on the clock. 5 minutes is overtime regulation. Walter Wright, good help defense there by Marcus Bryce. All the way to the hole, layup, no good. Tips it, no, it can't get it, the Badgers, and so now going to the hole. Gentry Thomas there straight up, good defense by the Badgers. Not boxing out, that's going to That's 2 shots that they could have had points.
Just like I said, it's really, for me, this is what's been killing Snow in the second half. You know, they pull ahead big, but this inability to be able to get any position on the defensive boards is killing them.
So Stalcup with 4 fouls is set to check in. And now the Badgers trying to work up the half-court offense with 4 minutes left. Alley-oop! Layup no good. Gentry Thomas trying to fight for it. Doesn't get it. Now CSI is going to run the court. Steal almost Marcus Bryce. He does. It goes off CSI's leg.
Oh, wow.
Another bad call by Mr. Whistle Happy.
Oh my goodness. Marcus Bryce did such a good job of knocking the ball away, and it clearly went off the knee of the Southern Idaho player, but the ref's just out of position, unable to get the correct call.
So LeJon Johnson playing good defense there. And then there calls it.
Offensive foul on number 25, Frederick Edmond.
And LeJon Johnson getting right in the face of everyone. Oh, wow. That was the biggest jersey pull if I haven't seen one. So the Badgers and the Golden Eagles are really fighting right now. Gentry Thomas. Remain Louisier. Louisier back to Thomas. He wants a 3. Almost got it. Walter Wright almost got it. Now the Golden Eagles are running 4-on-5. There's might be a charge. There's another charge. LeJon Johnson's all over the place taking these charges. So LeJon Johnson always there getting. And so LeJon Johnson and Walter Wright very excited.
What a great defensive job right there. Oh, it's such an intense game, Jeff. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm kind of speechless. It's kind of like, you know, the buckle up moment has been like the whole game.
So Walter Wright in control. There with Stalcup. Romain Louisier. Gentry Thomas down low. Louisier moves it. Not sure what they called it traveling. And now coming into the game, number 22, Armand Davis. So another costly turnover for the Badgers. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left in overtime. So in the hands of Shaq Carr. Shaq Carr has 8 points on the night. Closely guarded by LeJon Johnson, and the help by Stalcup. Nearly turns it over, almost does. Help defense not there. 2 points for the Golden Eagles. Inbound quick there by Walter Wright. And now Walter Wright is in control and trying to get it across the timeline. The Badgers haven't been able to hit shots. Walter Wright to the glass, gets blocked. Good rim protectors here for CSI. So inbound now from Walter Wright. I hate seeing inbound passes. They remind me of the Salt Lake game when they threw away a game with an inbound pass. Gentry Thomas gets a screen from Stalcup. Louisier. Walter Wright.
Walter Wright with a pull-up jumper.
Got it.
Connects to tie the game. 73-73. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, sorry. A little excited there. Great shot by Walter Wright.
So it comes down to this. Can the Badgers stop the Golden Eagle attack? No good. Nice rebound. Stalcup ends up back in the hand. Stalcup, no good. Circus shot from number 25, Frederick Edmond.
Frederick Edmond with a circus finish right there. And another turnover by Snow.
This is going to be costly with 1:54. So not good as the Badgers got their pocket picked. 1:52 left in overtime. 75-73 your score. CSI leads it.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Utah, Jeff Renton, Stephen Hadley. We got the call. Snow College 73, Southern Idaho 75. 1:52 left on the game clock, 32 on the shot clock. Big defensive possession right now for the Badgers. Are they going to be able to box out?
Yeah, they can't afford to give up a second possession here because that allows Southern Idaho to waste too much time.
John Johnson there on the defense, there with Walter Wright. Big three-point shot, no good. Blam! Flying high, throwing down, you got to box out.
Armand Davis comes in with the offensive board that we've talked about that's been killing Snow and finishes with a tip slam. Wow, what a great board.
So now the Badgers trail by 4, that's costly. You got to score here. Walter Wright in control. Kick in the corner, Gentry Thomas for 3. No good.
No good.
The shooting has cooled off for the Badgers, and they keep putting up the three-point shots. This isn't good. So the Badgers now trail by 4 with 1 minute left. It looks like it might be over for the Badgers. I was not excited to see a three-point shot. So they're forced to foul.
I don't know if this is against college rules. I'm really not sure, but I would have had someone foul Ray Kasongo the minute they got the board.
Right.
And send him to the line. You know, I know in the NBA they do that all the time. Maybe I need to look at my college rules, but I don't know why you would foul
the best free throw shooter.
Yeah, I mean, get an off-the-ball foul and send Kasongo to the line.
Because now it's a 5-point lead, and that's tough with 55 seconds.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Snow.
And in the stadium, here in the stadium, everyone can feel it. There's a lot of air that's kind of gotten out.
Whoa.
No foul call.
The clock's not running.
Gets it to fall.
The clock didn't run at all. I don't even know what's going on. The refs.
Hopefully you guys didn't catch that word. Because that was a loud one. We didn't say it.
That was not from either one of us. But I do want you guys to know at home that that was just bad communication between the refs and the scoring table. Clearly there was someone set to check in after the second shot, which was made. They didn't check him in. Buzzer goes off, clock doesn't run, and yet Snow inbounds and goes down and scores while 2 seconds go off when it should have been about 10.
Yeah, so the free throw's up and good, 80-75. So Marcus Bryce comes in, Loren Stalcup comes out. So the second free throw up and no good. Big rebound, Gentry Thomas gives it up to Walter Wright. 44 seconds, down by 5. 2-possession game. It's still possible. Walter Wright going hard. Ooh, it's an air ball, but somehow he gets it back and it goes out of bounds. Snowball. So right here, the Badgers have got to score and they've got to do it quickly. Walter Wright in the corner. Gives it up to Gentry Thomas. LeJohn Johnson, he pulls from deep. 3, no good. Oh, wow. Marcus Bryce.
Marcus Bryce with the board and the finish. Snow down 3 with 21 seconds left.
So we're going to take a timeout as well.
Here's your check.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit. Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just, please, don't leave. Okay. But remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Welcome back, Ephraim, Utah. Snow College 77, CSI 80. 21 seconds left in the game. And inbounding for the Golden Eagles, Frederick Edmond. He inbounds it, he gets it. Defense there by the Badgers, and they break it. Now the Badgers have got a foul, but I think they're going to try to play. Oh, and that looks like a clean tap out.
Oh, wow. What a good defensive effort by the John Johnson. I thought he had the clean tip, but that will send Southern Idaho to the free throw line.
So number 1 for the Golden Eagles, Haruna, I'm not sure how to say his first name, from the free throw line is a 68% free throw shooter. Double bonus, he'll get 2. Misses it.
Misses the first.
The Badgers are still breathing. Honey Badger, don't care.
Oh, this game's getting out of control.
Second free throw up and missed it. Badgers got a rebound. They get it. Marcus Bryce gives it up to Gentry Thomas. Gentry Thomas trying to find an open man. Finds Walter Wright. Walter Wright for 3. No good. He had the chance.
Walter Wright had a chance to tie the game.
He had the chance in regulation, and he had the chance in overtime. The ball was in the hands of who he wanted it, but he didn't do it. He didn't complete what he wanted. And it looks like the Badgers are going to fall in a close one. Unless for some miracle that Frederick Edmond, who is just outstandingly phenomenal from the free throw line, is at the free throw line right now. First free throw up and good, it looks like. So, looks like it's all but over for the Badgers. 2 seconds isn't even enough time to maybe a half court, 3/4 court heave, but that'll do it. So now the Badgers at half court, that's giving them a little bit better chance to put up a 3-point shot, but it's over. The game's over right here. Gentry Thomas, alley-oop down! So now the score 77-82.
What they're complaining about here is he dunked it so quick there's no way that a second and a half ran off. So it looks like they'll try and they're going to put some more time back on. Snow's going to be forced to foul here. I'm surprised that Seaside didn't even attempt to defend that. I mean, Gentry Thomas went up and dunked it, no problem.
So the John Johnson foul, score 79-82. So you put that ball in the hands of the man who missed 2 free throws, Aronda. He missed 2 free throws on the last trip down, so the pressure is now on.
Yeah, Aronda will have another chance to try and seal the deal after he missed 2 on his last time shooting.
First free throw up and good. That probably puts the seal.
That'll do it for the night, unfortunately. Wait, is that really the score?
Should be 84, I believe. Next free throw up and good. Walter Wright will put up the 3/4 heave. Doesn't even get rim. So that'll do it for the Badgers. And so that'll do it for us here on Snow TV. Coach Rob Nelson, we're not going to get a interview with him. We didn't talk with him today. So the Badgers Badgers lose 84-79. Close one. They had 10-point lead with 3 minutes left, and then throw it away. And then with 10 seconds left, they had Walter Wright the chance to win the game and didn't finish. And then in overtime, they had a shot to tie it, to put it into double overtime, but didn't happen. So that'll do it for us on Snow TV. I'm Jeff Brinton. Join along by.
It's been great to be here, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
This is the last game of the season, so Snow TV's Audi 5000 for a while.
I know it's going to be tough, but I'll tell you what, Jeff, I'm happy. It was a good game, and I've got a hot date right now, so it's time to head out.
I got one too, so we'll be doing this in another time. So Adric Reynolds, Maddie Gee, McKenna Linhart. That's our crew. That's going to do it for us. Love you all. Signing out. That's all she wrote.